What's good with you? Man, I got something super exciting if you didn't know about PulseChain. PulseChain is a whole new chain that's being implemented right now. And so what PulseChain is basically a fork. It's a hard fork of Ethereum. Now, I just want you all to think about this. When Ethereum first came out, it was less than $100. When Binance Network first came out, less than $100, and all of this stuff, it came out a couple years ago, and so we was never able to get in on the ground floor to a network like this, like PulseChain. PulseChain is something that you're able to get in on the ground floor. It's almost gonna be like Ethereum but better. Okay, so they improved on all the things that need to be improved on Ethereum. But just think about that. Like if you could have got in, let's look real quick before we get all heavy in it. We're gonna go to Ethereum and we'll go to the max. Click on max. Look at this. And I'm not saying that PulseChain is gonna start out at 98 cents. But if you look through over time, I mean, Ethereum, these networks have grown. So if we was here, if you got in on the ground floor of Ethereum, well, look where it's at now. You know, it's still up. Even though it's down, it's technically up from when it first started. Same with Binance. This is another chain. We go to max. Look when Binance first started. All right, so they was less than 15, less than a quarter, and they're up. So yeah, they are. Everything's kind of down right now, but they're still technically up. All right, so let's go over this PulseChain. First, we're gonna talk about the PulseChain Airdrop. All right, what is an airdrop? And so this gives you a basic understanding of what is an airdrop. Basically, it's a free token sent to your address in exchange for a service. This can be a retweet, a share, a small action, or just being in the right place at the right time, where you get like an airdrop. So there's, you go to like one of the cryptos that you in or NFT spaces that you in, and they'll give you these incentives to do something for them. So you'll get something for doing something. In the case of PulseChain Airdrop, there are two methods, and you almost don't have to do anything to double your tokens. I mean, I know you like that all off the break. All right, so keep reading if you want to find out more about the airdrop. This will go down in blockchain history as the biggest airdrop ever. All right, let's scroll down. All right, so PulseChain is a hard fork of Ethereum. PulseChain is a new blockchain to be launched in the first quarter of 2022. It's a hard fork of Ethereum blockchain, and they have an article on it. We can come here to, by the way, you can go to howtopulse.com, which is a community-based project. All right, and so let's just read on. So this means that on the day that PulseChain mainnet will be launched, instead of it being an empty blockchain, it will contain all the data from Ethereum, the tokens, the NFTs, the smart contracts, addresses, transaction history, and states. Everything any address owns on Ethereum blockchain, the same address will own on PulseChain on day one. No action from a user's perspective is required. Just wait for the launch and the tokens will be there. Okay. It says, congratulations, you've gotten access to a one-to-one copy of all tokens you had on Ethereum blockchain. This will be the biggest airdrop to ever occur since the genesis of blockchain technology. Come on, man. They talking big. So who is eligible? First method. Hold ERC tokens or NFTs on Ethereum blockchain. So if you got ETH in your wallet like MetaMask, or if you have NFTs, on Ethereum blockchain. All right. So anyone who holds in their non-custodial wallet ERC20 tokens, basically like a MetaMask wallet, or NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain will receive a one-to-one copy of their tokens on PulseChain. And ERC20 is a fungible token that lives on Ethereum blockchain. For example, Ether, ETH, Hex, Chainlink, Shiba, Tether, so on and so forth. A non-custodial wallet means that you have the private key to the wallet and can access it directly. Example, MetaMask. Any PulseChain copies of tokens that you hold on a centralized exchange like Binance, Coinbase, Crypto.com, KuCoin, or others will not be yours when PulseChain launches. You would have to then beg the exchange to give you the tokens, but it's also a lost cause. So rather get the tokens out of the exchange and into your own wallet as soon as possible before the hard fork happens. So if it's in MetaMask, Trust Wallet, etc. Exodus. This information, honestly, you should want to do this anyway. You really, I don't keep any of my money on the exchanges because if they want to freeze it, they can freeze it. If they shut down, they shut down. If it's on my wallet or, like my ledger or something like that, that's mine. They can't just, you can't come and take this because, the little ledger or MetaMask or Trezor or Exodus, you just can't shut those down because you hold the private keys to that. So that's why it's important to have all of your stuff on a digital wallet or what they call a non-custodial wallet. All right. In essence, get as many tokens as you can into your own private wallet, hold them, and they'll be doubled once PulseChain launches. Note that all copied tokens will retain their current name except for ETH or Ethereum, which shall be renamed to Pulse, PLS. This is because each one of these tokens is the native token of their hosting blockchain. All right, so basically, this BNB token is the native token to the Binance Smart Chain blockchain. This is the native currency. All right, go back. Okay, second method. Whoever sacrificed coins or donated to the Sense Foundation. This sacrifice started July 15th, 2021. So we a little late for that. But it says a large number of coins tokens were sacrificed for PulseChain project, totaled several billions of dollars in value. The sacrifice phase is technically still live, but it is practically over. And the founder, Richard Hart, recommends that you should not sacrifice now. The rate is about 2,500 times worse than it was on July 15th, 2021. So you are much more likely to get a better deal for PulseChain coins after launch. And look, I didn't know about this. This is something new to me, something new I'm learning about, so I'm bringing it to everybody's attention. Well, if you don't know. All right, how it worked was as follows. For every sacrifice coin, people would get a certain amount of sacrifice points in return. The ratio between money sacrifice, or between sacrifice versus sacrifice points received decreases every day. So obviously it's decreases a lot since then. On the first day of sacrifice, you would have gotten 10,000 sacrifice points per dollar. Okay, October 15th, it was roughly 137 sacrifice points per dollar. This value gets lower by the day, and it's currently 2,500 times worse than on day one. For each sacrifice point, 1 PLS will be minted and airdropped into your wallet. So, doesn't make sense to do it now. All right, so you might be thinking, well, what about the other chains? Like, what if I got BNB or Polygon or any of those other tokens on those other blockchains, because we've only been talking about Ethereum blockchain and the new PulseChain blockchain, which is a hard fork of it. So any tokens held on blockchains other than Ethereum will not be copied over to PulseChain. Only tokens on ERC20 and NFTs on Ethereum will get copied over to PulseChain. So think about migrating all of your assets to Ethereum before the hard fork takes place. However, if you do not want to hold your tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, but you do want to participate in the airdrop, you can sacrifice from many different blockchains. All right, will I get a copy of my staked hex? That's something that if you're in the hex, then that's something that you might want to know. If you're not in the hex, hey, it's not really relevant to you right now. And so I wanted to bring PulseChain into the mix because this is a new chain that's launching, a new blockchain that's launching. And yeah, it's some blockchains out there right now. But the reason why, again, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. The reason why I think this is something that's exciting is because we're part of you can be. You don't have to be. You can be part of a new blockchain that is just being created. All right, and this is supposed to be faster than Ethereum. It's supposed to allow for more transactions at one time or in a certain amount of time. And then the fees to do the transactions is also going to be cheaper than Ethereum, because right now fees are more expensive on ETH. You have less transactions per every minute, just because the system can only take a certain amount of transactions. And so all of these things that they're improving on. All right, so I just want to jump over here real quick. What is PulseChain? PulseChain is soon to be released fast, affordable, and sustainable blockchain. It is a hard fork of Ethereum, which means that on day 0 of its launch, it shall contain the exact same historical data as Ethereum's blockchain. This will be achieved by running concurrently to Ethereum and then forking off at a specific time with all of Ethereum's data to create a new chain. Its native token is Pulse, PLS, which shall be airdropped to anyone who sacrificed during the makings of the project and anyone who holds ETH in their wallet on the day PulseChain mainnet launches. Additionally, PulseChain shall replicate all the content of your wallet on the Ethereum network. So be sure to read about that here if you want to duplicate your coins. All right, so that's it in a nutshell. I gave y'all a little juice. Come back later for some more juice. If you stayed to this part, I appreciate it. I'm gonna leave some links in the description to have more information about this, and we're gonna cover some more about the PulseChain blockchain and some more of this in detail. But look, till next time, holla at you.